Hello, welcome to EHAF Indonesia 2020 Goes Online. This is an institutions webinar series. My name is Ogi. I'm going to be moderating this webinar. This webinar is going to be presented by University of York. Please stay tuned until the end of the webinar because we will hold a Q&A session. If you have any questions about the presentations or anything related to the country's higher education, you can submit your questions in YouTube's comment sections anytime throughout the presentations. And now, please welcome from the University of York, Miss or Mrs. Vicky.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining our presentation today. So I'm just going to share my screen with you so we can begin the presentation. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Okay, so hello and welcome and thank you for joining us today. This presentation is going to be about the University of York, and I'm going to cover a little bit about all of the things the University of York can offer you, what we're looking for students for joining you, and sort of everything we can offer to enhance your experience of studying in the UK and at the university. So the University of York is a member of the Russell Group. The Russell Group is 24 leading UK institutions that deliver world-class research and education. So what that means is we're a high-quality institution offering dynamic and research-intensive studying. So the University of York itself is a campus-based university, and it's within walking distance of the historic city centre of York, which is in the north of the UK, about 2 hours from London, 20 minutes from Leeds, and an hour and a half from Manchester. We're a medium-sized institution for the UK with around 18,000 students, and they come from over 160 different countries. One of the features of being a Russell Group university is our high rankings. So we're in the world top 150 for both the QS and the Times Higher Education, and also really highly ranked in the UK as well. We also invest heavily in our campus, and this is everything from our teaching facilities, our library, our student accommodation, our student services. So it really does ensure that you get a good quality campus when you come to join us in the UK. But as I said, we do offer you a lot of things on top of your degree at the University of York. So the support that you will receive is really, really important. And that's not just when you arrive on campus, but before you arrive, while you're here, and after you finish studying with us as well. So as part of the National Student Survey, the NSS, we were ranked first for academic support in the Russell Group. So it means the quality of support you receive from your academic supervisors, study skills support, and welfare support is all sort of really good quality at the university. We also have some scholarships available for students, and we do inform you of that every year. We have more information on our website. Our accommodation system is guaranteed for international students, and we also offer a college system which provides support for you within your accommodation, so you have a home from home. We also cover everything with orientation to support you in terms of helping you settle into the UK, helping you settle into York. We have an immigration and visa advice service that you can take part of, a free airport collection, and pre-departure briefings as well. But it's not just about all of the academic side of things. We do have a great social support system for you here at York that is linked through your college system, which will offer you social activities. But we also have a wide range of student societies and sports clubs and support with finding work, which I'll talk a little bit about later as well. So one of the big focuses of the University of York is employability. So as much as being a research intensive university, we also have really strong links with industry. So this journey of employability support starts from day one. So we have dedicated career service for you on campus that you can access as soon as you join the university. This includes things around employability fairs and careers fairs, but this doesn't just include a focus on the university careers in general. We also offer department-specific careers fairs and employability fairs. This is where we use our strong industry links to link you up with employers in the UK and around the world They're offering bespoke opportunities for you in your chosen area of study. We also offer options around study abroad and year in industry as well. So again, we'll talk about this a little bit more, but it's really flexible around sort of what you're studying and what you're wanting to do. So I do just want to tell you a little bit about this. As you can see, we are sort of really well known for employability in the UK and for producing high quality graduates. So we have around 450 employers that come to our university campus. Obviously, in the light of COVID, that isn't always possible at the moment, but that simply has moved online and has actually allowed us to expand our offering. So even for students that are still based in the UK, and even after you graduate, that's possible to get that support online. And it's not just sort of focusing on sort of what you're going to do after you've graduated. Whilst you're with us at the university, we're really looking to build up your skill set and providing you with all of those opportunities to build that CV. So this could be things around volunteering, community projects. We also offer global programs, as I said, which allow you to study abroad, take part in summer schools or exchanges. This will help you sort of build your sort of experience of sort of integrating with different cultures, taking on different projects. We also offer things around employability skills sessions. So all of our courses at the University of York are designed to develop your employability skill set, whether that's analytical skills, problem-solving skills, organizational skills. But we also look at additional workshops and things that you can take part in to really evidence to employers that you have those skill sets, and those can be transferable to any career that you choose to go into after your studies. We also have a really strong system for supporting you with finding a job. So this is everything from searching for a job, again, whether that's locally, nationally in the UK, or outside of the UK, we offer all of those services. Also, we help you prepare your CV. So one of the skills of finding a job is getting through the job application process. So we can help you construct a really strong CV and tailor that to the industry that you're looking to work in. Also, we can support you with interview preparation and assessment centre preparation. Again, you're always going to perform stronger in these areas if you've had some practice and you know what to expect before you get there on the day. But one of the things that's really unique to the University of York is a programme called our York Strengths Programme. We're really proud of this at the university. This is something that you can get involved in from day one, and it's really about looking at sort of you as a person, supporting your personal development throughout your time at the university. So this is everything from identifying what careers suit you, what you may want to get involved in. Sometimes one of the hardest things when you're completed your degree is knowing what jobs and industries you can get involved in, but also what you want to be involved in. So this process allows you to identify all of your options for your chosen careers with the subject that you're studying. It also allows you to build your confidence and your skill set, but more importantly, talking about that. I think it's really hard when you go into the employment industry to know how to talk about and demonstrate your strengths and really stand out from the crowd. So this program is really good at achieving that. So I just want to give you a little bit more information about this and show you sort of why this would be a wonderful thing to get involved in at the university. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of an insight as to what that programme involves. So as I said earlier, we also do offer a wide range of internships and placements to help you get that sort of work experience to go on your CV and develop those sort of industry skills. So we offer this for both our undergraduate and postgraduate courses. So for undergraduate, we have some courses where the year in industry is inbuilt. So that means it's directly relevant to the course that you're studying. And you can see those listed here. However, for undergraduate level, all of our courses come with the option to do a year in industry. And this option is really flexible. So it allows you to choose a placement that's directly linked to your subject area. So for example, if you're studying politics, you may get one of our placements to go and work with an MP in Parliament in London, or you have the option to do something that's less related, so just to develop those skills. So for example, if you're studying politics, you may choose to go and work in a marketing agency, so that if you went into politics in the future, you would be part of that kind of communications PR package for politics. So we have a wide range of placement partners available, and that is available to all students to take advantage of. For postgraduate study, we do also have a wide range of internships and placements. So again, the courses listed here are available for inbuilt placements, and they vary depending on the course. However, we do also have a really exciting option for all students at the University of York, and that's the Student Internship Bureau. So I'm just going to let this video tell you everything you need to know about this great opportunity at the university.
The Student Internship Bureau works with local businesses to set up project-based paid internships exclusive to University of York students. Most of these opportunities are based in York and the surrounding areas, but we have some virtual internships which can be done remotely. We have opportunities with a variety of employers, large and small, across a range of different sectors. The projects last up to 12 weeks and run mainly over summer, although term-time opportunities are also available part-time. Summer internships can be full-time or part-time. Most SIB internships are open to all current students. For more information, visit york.ac.uk/SIB.
So as you can see, this is a great opportunity for you to get involved in, and there's no limit to how many placements you can take part in. So once you get to the university and look at your study options, you get in touch with the Student Internship Bureau and they can find a placement that's linked to you. So hopefully all of this will make you sort of see the great opportunities that the University of York can offer you. But now I just want to talk a little bit about what we want from you and what kind of students are we looking for and how you would present a really strong application to the university. So one of the big things that we're looking for at the university is obviously someone with a strong academic performance. As a member of the Russell Group, our courses are intense, but provide a really well-structured offering for that subject. We're also looking for people that are inquisitive, so are curious, want to challenge the status quo, and will bring something to the classroom and other students that you're studying with. We're looking for people with adventure and a sense of passion for their subject. We really want people that are as passionate about their subjects as our academics are, but also those people that go above and beyond. So how are you going to demonstrate this to us? Well, luckily for you, all universities ask students to write a personal statement with their application. And at the University of York, we read all of the personal statements. It's a really good way for us to get a sense of who you are, what your experience is. It's how we get to know you. But it's also your opportunity to make yourself stand out from the crowd. So we receive a large volume of applications, and obviously we can't accept everyone onto the course, but it really makes us see how you're a good fit for our course and the University of York. So it can be the difference between you getting an offer and unfortunately not being successful. So what is a personal statement? It's a piece of writing about your background and shows why you're a good candidate for the course. So it needs to cover things around your academic interests, your achievement and skill sets, any extracurricular activities you've been part of, and also what your future career plans are. So it's really important that when you're applying to the University of York and any university in the UK really, that you're very clear about why you're applying for that course. So why have you chosen to study that subject? Is it something that matches your skill set? Do you already have some work experience in the area? Does it fit in with your future career plans to develop yourself in a particular industry? It's also important to sort of be specific, but really importantly to give examples. So we want to know not just why, but how you can evidence that. So again, is it any extracurricular activities you've been part of? Have you been part of any sort of projects through your EPQ or through your employment? Sort of what work experience do you have? Now for postgraduate students, if you have already working or taken a sort of a gap year, you may have a lot of work experience to draw on. If you're an undergraduate student or a recent graduate, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be paid work. You can talk about sort of any volunteering opportunities you've been involved in there, or any experience that you have. Again, your extracurricular activities. So for undergraduate students, this could be projects at school, community projects, sports clubs, different activities. For postgraduate students, if you're involved in any sort of committees within the workplace, or you're involved in any kind of have any articles published in any magazines or attended any conferences, all of those types of things. But it's also really important to not just tell us what you did, but what you learned from that. So what skills did you develop? How did that drive your interest for the subject as well? So again, it's really sort of detailing why you have the skills and experience that we need for that course. Also, it may link to your sort of career aspirations. So again, why do you want to do this subject? What is your career plan for the future? Again, that doesn't matter if you don't have a set career path in mind, that's completely fine. But if you do, it's a really good thing to include in your personal statement. And just a couple of top tips. So please use paragraphs in your personal statement. We do read a lot, so it's nice to just have that broken up and be easy to digest. And also, please do ask someone to proofread it. It's always good to get a second pair of eyes to cast over something, just to make sure that everything is correct in terms of grammar, punctuation, spelling, and then it flows really well. So how do you pull all of this together? Well, for an undergraduate personal statement, it's fairly straightforward. Everyone has to apply through UCAS, so it's a set format of around 500 words, so 4,000 characters. And we tend to look for students to have a sort of 60-70% academic focus of the skills and experience you have around the subject you're wanting to study, and then 30 to 40% extracurriculum. So all of those are the things that you've been involved in that make you a really well-rounded person and would contribute to the University of York community. Just another important tip with the undergraduate personal statement is that you can only write one for your UCAS application, but you can apply to up to 5 universities. So it's really important that you don't be specific about the university or the city. So because that will be read by all of the universities that you've applied for. For postgraduate students, it's a little bit different. So they vary between 500 and 1,000 words. So it's really important that you check the university website before you submit your personal statement. Research here is the key. There will be differences between universities, and there may also be differences between departments at that university. Because you can write a personal statement for each course and each university you're applying for postgraduate, it's really good idea to tailor that to the course and the university that you're applying for. So are there any particular modules in that degree program that have interested you? Do they link to your previous experience or your future career plans? And sort of really sell yourself during that piece of writing. Another top tip from me though is please make sure that you plan in advance. You will have to do several drafts of this piece of work to make sure you get it perfect and have everything in there that you're included. So please don't leave it until a few days before the deadline, and make sure you get on with that piece of work well in advance. Now that is a lot of information to take in, so please don't worry. At the University of York, we offer a free guide on our website for undergraduate students to help you prepare and plan your personal statement. So you can go onto our website and download that. Also for postgraduate students, we detail all of the requirements for our department. So again, we'll tell you exactly what to include, what the word count should be. So again, have a look on our department web pages for some hints and tips there. But as I've said before, it's not just sort of the experience that you'll have whilst you're at university that's really an added feature of the University of York. Once you graduate from the university, you become a member of our alumni network and you're with us for life. So you can access lots of great support and guidance throughout your lifetime just because you studied at the university. So we currently have an alumni network of over 130,000 students from over 180 countries. We run programs such as mentoring and volunteering. And this works both ways. So for example, once you graduate from us, we can set you up with a mentor that's in a similar industry to you to help you sort of develop that skill set, network, make connections, help with your career path planning to make sure you achieve everything that you possibly can as a result of achieving your degree. Also, on the flip side, once you have a bit more experience, you can become a mentor to other people. So you can pass on that skills, knowledge and experience and help other people succeed in their career. Again, as I mentioned before, we have an excellent careers support service at the university, and this does not stop when you graduate. You can access that support throughout your life, whether it's support with job search or CV preparation, career planning, all of that is available to you. We also offer networking and development events. So this can be everything from webinars on sort of bespoke events for particular industries. So, you know, how to succeed in the world of banking, or how to develop, you know, analytical skills if you're going on to PhD study. And also network events, both in the UK and in all of, well, most of our other countries, to meet other people that studied at the university and to make those connections, whichever country you end up working in the future. And again, we also offer some continuing professional development opportunities, which are all promoted on our alumni website. So today I have given you a lot of information about all of the great things that the university can offer you. However, I think I'd like to just share with you what our students think of their experience and their life at the university.
To me, York is home because it's given me the opportunity to come to this place and really make it my own. Like, this was my shot at coming to a new place, kind of, as cheesy as it sounds, like kind of discovering who I am and like finding my own ground. And that's what I've been able to do. And I think, yeah, I got really lucky that this is an incredible city. The university is amazing as well. And so, yeah, it's really home.
I think the people are just absolutely amazing. The locals. I've never been to a city in the UK where people have been as
So nice.
I'm very, very, very happy that I ended up coming to York.
Okay, so hopefully that's given you a flavour of all of the things that we offer. I haven't talked today too much about the courses, the actual subject areas that we offer. We are a Russell Group university, so we have a wide range of courses at both undergraduate and postgraduate level that you can study, as well as pre-sessional courses and foundation year options as well. So all of those things can be found on our website that's shown on the screen now. And you'll be able to go on there and see more examples of our careers service, our alumni network. You can speak to some of our current students if you have any specific questions that you want to ask them about. You can see everything about our beautiful, wonderful city that we are located in, and any other information that you want to find out. But I am here now to answer sort of any questions that you have. So thank you very much for your time today, and hope you enjoyed the presentation.
Okay, thank you, Vicky. Actually, you still have 5 minutes left. Is there anything else to present, or we just move to the Q&A session?
Yes, I think I'd just like to have more time for some questions, if that's okay. So yes, I'm happy to take questions now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vicky, for your presentations. Now we will begin directly to the Q&A sessions. So the very first question is, does an applicant still can be considered to be accepted in the University of York if he or she didn't have the work experience or outstanding achievements and have only little organization experience before?
Yes, so that is completely possible. I think one of the hardest things when you're trying to advise on a personal statement is that every single student that comes to the university has a slightly different experience and a slightly different background. So as I said, have a look on our website and there is some guidance on there. But also we have myself based in the UK, and I also have two colleagues, one of which is here today, Edwina, who is based in Malaysia, but she is available to support students with giving them advice and tips on how to prepare their personal statement so that you can really make the most of your skill set and experience. We do have some courses at the university that require a certain amount of work experience, but they are quite niche. So again, if you get in touch with us and explain about your personal situation, which course you're looking to apply for, then Edwina and the team would be really happy to support you with your application and guide you on what is required. But yes, we take students from a wide range of different backgrounds, so we're always happy to speak to you and advise you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. So we move to the next questions. This is about the PhD in University of York. In terms of online applications, do we need to contact the supervisor first, or we can directly to do online applications without contacting any supervisor? And then the second question is, how about the available accommodation there near the campus? Since I'm planning to bring children as well. Thank you.
Okay, this is an excellent question. So yes, when you're studying a PhD in the UK, each university does have a slightly different process, and also sometimes within the university departments have a slightly different process. So the key here is really to do your research. So most university web sites will tell you what that process is. And again, as I've mentioned, Edwina and the team are here to support you. So for the University of York, it does depend on the department. Most departments, we encourage students to contact a supervisor first. And again, our web pages have lots of details about the staff available in each department and what their particular area of focus is for that subject. So you can have a look on there, get the details of a supervisor that you may wish to contact. However, for certain subjects, for example, some of our science subjects and some others, we have PhD projects that we advertise and looking for students. So on our website, it will give you a list of what PhD projects are available, and then you apply to the project rather than the supervisor, because the supervisor has already been allocated. Again, a couple of our departments you can apply directly. So again, my advice is have a look on our website or contact Edwina and she will be able to guide you on what that process is. For the second part of the question, so bringing family with you if you're looking to study in the UK, I'd say one of the great things about the University of York, being a campus university, is that we have a great setup for this. So we actually have a large postgraduate research sort of cohort of students, and a lot of those do come with family. So we have a really good sort of network set up for people that come with their families. So for accommodation, we have two options. We do have some on-campus accommodation for families, and that is limited, obviously. So you'd need to apply for that in the first instance. If it was not possible for you to join that accommodation on campus, we have a large sort of support network that can advise you on private accommodation. And again, there is lots of that in the city. Also, as I said, we have a special society dedicated for people that bring their families. And that is a really good resource because it will tell you everything about not just what's good accommodation and where to live, to help you with finding schools if you have children that need to have a school place. We run lots of social activities like family barbecues, family sports days, family movie nights, all of those things to help you and your family integrate into the university. And again, there is more information about that on our website, and we can also provide that to you as well.
Okay, thank you. Very, very good answer. And then move to the scholarship section, maybe. So is there any fully funded scholarship in the University of York, maybe for any level of education? And then the second is still about the scholarship. So there is a participant here that got a little confused about finding scholarship in the York website itself. So maybe you could put any links or something like that, because she thought that there was a limited providers only in scholarship in University of York. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So first of all, yes, the information may not have been clear on the website simply because we are still to announce our scholarships for 2021 entry. So all of the information will go up there when it is available. That information will be about the University of York Central scholarships. And we will be offering a variety of amounts, so 2,500, 5,000 and 7,500. So we don't offer in this capacity any full scholarships. So scholarships are based on academic merit, and again, a statement a bit similar to your personal statement about why you would be a good student for the university. So they're the scholarships that we offer centrally. Also at the University of York, we're really lucky that we have a range of other scholarships that you can take advantage of. So some of our departments offer department scholarships. Again, they're all promoted on their website. Generally, it's around between now and Christmas that they start to come out for the September entry for 2021. But we have them in a range of subjects, including things like engineering, English, management, some of the sciences. They do vary by subject and by level. So again, the information will be on the website, or you can check with Edwina as well. But the great thing about our scholarships is you can combine the central scholarship with the department scholarship. So if you're successful for both scholarships, you can combine them together, and that's great. We are also really lucky at the university that we participate in other scholarship programs as well. So things like Chevening and other scholarship programs that are open to students. So again, we can have a look at your sort of situation, the subjects you're applying for, what level of study you're looking for, and we can kind of provide you with all the information as to what would be available to you in your situation. The just last point I want to make on scholarships is that it's a brilliant question, because it's really important to do your research early with scholarships. Scholarships always have different deadlines, so it's really important that you get your application in as early as possible to make sure that you don't miss any of those funding deadlines.
Okay, thank you for the answer. I'll move to the next question. This is about the personal statement. Is there any specific format or template for personal statement or letter of reference and resume or CV used to apply in the University of York? Thank you.
That is a good question. So as I said in my presentation, if it's undergraduate, it all goes through UCAS, and it is sort of like just a Word document that you complete. So again, my advice would be, as in the presentation, make sure you include just a couple of paragraph breaks in that so it is formatted correctly. Again, for postgraduate study at the university, it's an online application form that we ask students to complete. And at York, for the postgraduate courses and research, there is no application fee, so it's free to apply. What that means is that you do it all online, and the personal statement section, again, it's within the application system, but it is just like a sort of a Word document that you can complete. So my advice would be that you prepare the personal statement in a separate document outside of the application, and then you can copy and paste that into the application. So it allows you to work on that separately, really refine that. Again, do the proofreading with someone else if you can, just to make sure that that's perfect. For a CV, it's not compulsory to upload a CV at the University of York, but you can if you want to. Again, we don't really have a set format for that. I think because we get applications from all over the world and from a wide range of students, and we're happily to accept that in many different formats, just because different people have different styles of writing their CV. So we're happy to look at them all. In terms of a reference letter, if you mean a reference letter from an employer or from a previous professor that you've worked with, then again, at the University of York, we have a really good system with the application process, in that we don't require you as the applicant to provide that reference letter in a standard letter format. So during the application process, you can simply enter the email address of the person that you want to be your referee, and we will email them a standard template to complete on your behalf. So this is a much better way for you and the referee, because it means that we get the information exactly as we need in that format. And it also means you can submit your application and then we can get the references later. So you're not having to wait for those. I know sometimes it can be difficult to get those references in advance. So again, there is a little bit of information on our website about that. And again, the team can support you with sort of that level of detail as well if you come to make an application.
Okay, thank you for the answer. This is a new question here. So could you tell about the range, maybe the range of tuition fees in the University of York?
Yes, that's a really good question, actually. So again, we do have different sets of fees. So for undergraduate study, we have one fee for classroom-based and one fee for laboratory-based. The reason that we have those different fees is if you're doing a laboratory course, like a science or something like that, you'll have access to equipment and materials to conduct your experiments and practicals. That's all included in your fee. So we're not going to send you a bill at the end of the year saying, you've used all of this equipment or materials, please pay us. It's all included in your fee. So that's why there's two differences. And those fees are available on the website as well. For postgraduate students, yes, we do have a range of fees. So again, we have a variety of different sort of costs for the courses depending on the subject and the actual course that you're wanting to study. So again, my advice would be to have a look at our course offering on the website, and then you'll be able to see exactly what the fee is on there as well, and all of those details will be there. If you do join us at the university and you have to pay your fees, obviously, we do offer different options. So you can pay all of your fees up front, you can pay them all in one go, or we do offer payment options where you can pay them in installments throughout your course. So all of that information would be available to you as well.
Okay, thank you. We move to the next question about the living costs. How much the living costs for students in the University of York for the first year?
Okay, thank you. So again, this can be a hard question to answer simply because we have accommodation on campus and we also have accommodation in the private sector that students can choose from. Our accommodation costs vary. We have economy, standard and premium rooms. We offer ensuite with a private bathroom or shared bathroom, and we offer catered and non-catered. Also, your living costs really depend on your lifestyle. So how much you want to spend on food, how much you want to do with social activities, how much you want to travel around the UK and explore. But generally, we sort of say for students should budget between £8,000 and £10,000. So that is a very rough estimate. Again, on the website, we have a lot more detailed breakdown. So we really encourage students when you're planning your studies to plan a bit of a budget. So on our website, you can see the varying living costs for accommodation, how much you would pay on average for a weekly food bill, how much it would cost you to buy a bus ticket, how much to go to the cinema, how much to join a gym. So you can kind of sort of budget for yourself based on your lifestyle options, what you would sort of want to choose. My only extra point I would like to make is that our on-campus accommodation, like I say, varies in costs, but that includes all of your bills. So things like water, gas, electric, internet. If you choose to go in the private sector, again, the prices will vary depending on the style of accommodation. If you want your own flat, if you want to go into a house share. The only thing to remember in the UK is if you have private accommodation with a private landlord, you have to pay all of your bills on top of that. It's quite rare for that to be included in the rent. So you would have to add up extra costs for water, electric, insurance, internet. So just bear that in mind when you're looking and comparing prices, because that is a difference in the UK.
Okay, thank you very much for the good answers from Vicky. So I think that's the end of our Q&A sessions today. Just a reminder that you can connect with Vicky through the information given by her earlier in the presentation. So before that, I have to announce once again for all of you who watch the webinar sessions, there will be a virtual fair today and tomorrow. You can consult directly with the university representative and ask about your study plans. Please access it via event.ehef.id. So thank you very much, Vicky, and see you in our next session. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, have a nice day.